At Krannert, I hit the ground running. Shortly after joining the PhD program, I was assigned to a faculty advisor and joined his research team. Given the long turnaround times of science projects, this was extremely useful. It gave me time to get familiar with the content, contribute my own ideas, submit a manuscript, and work on revisions. Probably most importantly, the atmosphere between PhD students and faculty is very collegial. PhD students are listened to carefully and expected to bring their own unique ideas to projects. So I think it was really the chance to start early and the opportunity to contribute that made a difference for me. Krannert is part of Purdue, and Purdue is a big university with a variety of academic departments and schools. I was specifically interested in answering behavioral strategy questions. These questions built upon a foundation set in cognitive, psychological, and neurological sciences. I had the chance to do just that by working with faculty from the cognitive neuroscience department. In fact, one of them was on my dissertation committee, is a current co-author and friend. This has certainly benefited my career. Purdue's interdisciplinarity allowed me, and still does, to answer questions that I'm truly interested in. Krannert's research tradition encourages the adoption of bleeding-edge knowledge directly into the classroom. I think this was helpful for me and interesting for my students. It both forced me to think carefully and systematically about my own work and how I was communicating it to others, and also made the classroom learning experience more interesting. The students are learning and discussing about things that they normally would not find in textbooks, things that are recently published, and sometimes research that is new and in progress. The Krannert Strategy Management PhD program prepares candidates for academic and specifically research positions in other universities. These are positions that are relatively competitive and therefore somewhat stressful. The program, however, has this very interesting culture which allows students to start research very early on and get involved with faculty on a very close one-on-one basis. This makes the later transition to a faculty position and the interviewing process much simpler. And additionally, for my own cohort, faculty held mock interviews, job market, do's and don'ts, group discussions, and shared their own personal experience. My first real interview didn't really feel like my first, but my 10th, 11th, or 12th interview. I felt confident and prepared, and that really went a long way to helping me do well in the job market. The transition between PhD student and assistant professor means a number of new responsibilities and challenges. My experience at Krannert was helpful in overcoming some of these. For instance, the expectation is that an assistant professor be a skilled researcher on the one hand and a good teacher on the other. Krannert's community of students and faculty were excellent at preparing me for research and teaching. Obviously, these are not skills one usually joins the PhD program with. Each of us has some affinity for teaching and some for research. But the strategy faculty here really helped nurture and develop these skills in each and every individual. We were also invited to work closely with faculty. That experience really gives you a first-hand experience of what it means to be a professor early on in a career as a student.